Good day, and how are you doing? I hope your Lenten journey has been a good one filled with many blessings. That comes with the help of God's grace, but also our cooperation. Prayer, fasting, and almsgiving are a means to deepen our Lenten experience and conform us more closely to Christ crucified. This day, I'd like to talk to you about blindness. This last weekend, we talked about the Samaritan woman and how she thirsted and how the Lord provided living water for her. This weekend, I want to talk about the blind man. It's one of the miracles we hear about in our Lord's gospel, in John's gospel. Jesus goes to the temple and he heals a blind man who was blind from birth. This is a tremendous miracle. It was one of the 7 signs in John's gospel that we're hearing about. And it is a beautiful miracle because the world of sight is beautiful. Think about all the things we see and we take for granted. A robin in the springtime, a beautiful church, the sunrise and sunset during the day, a flock of birds, a friend, all kinds of things that we see. The world of color is tremendous. And yet there are different kinds of blindness. People are also blind. There's physical blindness that the man experienced when our Lord healed him and opened up the world of sight for him. We can only imagine his joy. But our Lord also can heal spiritual blindness. And what is that? That is the inability to see things with the eyes of faith. We receive faith at baptism, and it's nourished through confirmation and the other sacraments. But we can also be blind spiritually, blind to our faults, to our character defects, to our own sins, to sinful habits. And how do we get this spiritual blindness? Well, it's willful. We can either start to sin, which keeps us from seeing good and evil. We think evil is good and good is evil. People who get addicted to things like stealing, swearing, even pornography and other sins can become blind to their impact. We can become blind when we neglect character development, when we fail to grow in virtue, when we don't do spiritual reading. When we don't nurture our souls, we can become blind to spiritual realities and not see the hand of God in our world, in other people, in various signs he sends us. So there's a lot of spiritual blindness out there. People don't see right from wrong. They don't see the need for Christ and his church. And they don't even appreciate the value of Lent as a spiritual preparation for Easter. So this time, through spiritual reading, prayer, a good confession, we can get healed of this spiritual blindness and we'll become more sensitive to sin and God's presence in our lives. So I hope that you engage with Lent and get rid of some of those spiritual cataracts, if you will. Have a great day, and we'll see you at Sunday Mass.